Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Newberg Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 6 weeks of market activity, ending this past Sunday, July 10th. So I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So we'll start off first off looking at the active listing inventory here. So last week I show we had 19 properties come on the market here in Newberg. You can kind of see how that compares over the past 6 weeks. Matches a high over the time period here. And you can kind of see the growth in the number of homes here over this past month. So, a month ago we had 43, and this last week we're up to 76. So, definitely have had some good listing activity here this past 3 weeks. And we're not necessarily seeing them fly off the shelf as we did before. So they're, staying on a little longer. Median price and days on market for the actives. You can kind of see where that's kind of gone over the 6 weeks. So we were at 625 here for 3 out of the 6 weeks, and this last week came in at 590, which was just about the same as the prior week. And days on market, a bit of a kind of a yo-yo here. Got up to 29 here about a month ago. This last week we were at 19 again, but some of this is because of these newer listings that have come on here over the past few weeks. Moving on to pending sales. So last week I show we had 12 homes go pending in Newberg, and that's up from the prior 3 weeks. You can kind of see here. End of the week at 63 homes in total in pending status. We were getting kind of a decline for about 4 weeks in a row. Rebounded a little bit this week. Median price and the days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see that's been on an upward growth here in terms of the price. 475 6 weeks ago, and this last week hit a slight high at 502,000. And days on market for the pendings, that's been kind of trending up here as well. Had a low of 5 6 weeks ago. This last week came in at 11. So just kind of a sign that things are not quite selling as quickly as they have been earlier this year. Kind of another sign of a kind of a more slowing market. And then lastly, we'll look at the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we only had 5 homes close in Newberg this last week. It was a little bit of a shorter week because of the 4th of July holiday, but still kind of a big drop from where it was the prior 3 weeks. And then when I look over the last 4 weeks of activity, or basically the prior month, show we had 57 homes close over the prior 4 weeks. That is down a little bit from kind of the peak of the period here a couple weeks ago at 61. The median price, days on market for the solds, it has not moved a lot there. Had a high of 527. We've been at 502 the past couple weeks. And then same thing with the days on market, been pretty steady between, high of 6, low of 4, been at 5 the past couple weeks. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the OLP, or original list price. You can see the red bars is weeks of inventory. You can see a month ago we kind of hit a low at about 3.5 weeks of inventory. Been climbing from there. This last week came in at 5.3, or roughly about 5.5 weeks. So another couple weeks of inventory over this past month, basically. So signs that we're kind of not in that red hot sellers market anymore, but it's still I call it a warm sellers market, with only a little over 5 weeks of inventory right now. And then lastly, the sale price as a percent of the list price, you can kind of see that's been coming down as we've kind of talked about and it kind of expected. So we were at a high of about 104% here, 3-4 weeks back, or excuse me, about 5 or 6 weeks back. This last week came in at just under 100% of asking price. So, as the market cools, you would expect this number to kind of continue to come down a bit as well. So hope that weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to see if my 16 plus years of experience and local market knowledge could be a great fit for you and your needs. So please just give me a call at 503-680-2065, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have about the current market or your particular situation. So I thank you for watching and have a great day.